Hello, my viewers. Welcome once again back to the Hugar Social Academy. And we are on the topic called as India after independence. In our last session, we have learned about how the India got its independence, who was the Governor General of the British, what happened after the independence, how we solved the problem of the communal riots, how we solved the problem of the refugees, and the formation of the constitution. Today in this session, let us learn regarding the how India was being unified, which was being scattered in the small areas, those areas which were ruled by the British, and they were called as the British colonies. Now it was the Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, who played a major role, who was called as a home minister of this country called as India, right? He was responsible, he is called as the Iron Man of India. He was responsible for the unification of the country called India, which was scattered into number of areas. Now it was a biggest challenge in front of India. It's because the British has put forward three options to the Indians. Option was, one who want to join to the India, they can join India. This is to whom? To the 562 princely states. What it is? 562 princely state was been said by the British that who want to join to the India, they can join. If they want to join to the home to the Pakistan, they can join. If they want to remain independent, they can remain independent. And British, they will little bit, what they will do, they will support to their that areas to have their own administration. But in this three part, majority of 562 princely state, of 562 princely state living Junagadh, okay, Hyderabad, and J and K, living all these three, rest all they joined to the country called as India. It's because of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, who was responsible, I stress again, who was responsible for the unification of this country called as India, who met with all the number of rulers of those independent territories, convinced them, made them, and even he handed over privy purse. Privy purse is nothing but it's a separate special facilities, provisions to those states who happily joins to the home to the country called as India. Privy purse was been given, and this privy purse was been on the basis of how much of income they derive from that state. On the basis of that income, what it was been done, the private purse was been given. But after 1969, the private purse was been abolished, and what rules and regulation is there, what type of facility the other Indian areas are getting, the same it was been given to them after 1969. But now here 562 minus 3, 559, 559, they become the part of which one? Part of the India. Three remained independent. They were not accepted at the time to become the part of which one? Part of the India. Now why they didn't accepted, what happened, and how it came in the hands of the whom, in the hands of the Indian or India or Indian, or how it become the part of the Indian territory. Let us first learn regarding the place called as a Junagadh, right? Junagadh. Junagadh was the territory which doesn't wanted to be the part of the India. It wanted to be the part of which one? Part of the Pakistan. As the king of the Junagadh, the king of the home of the Junagadh wanted to be the part of which one? Part of the Pakistan. But the people who are living in the Junagadh was not with whom, with this king, right? They were with whom? With India. They wanted to be the part of which and part of the India. So the people what they did, they revolted against whom? Against the king. They revolted against whom? Against the king. Which caused what it is that king could not able to stop the revolt of the whom? Of the people of the Junagadh. People of the Junagadh. Okay. Raja, Praja. Praja, they revolted. Raja could not able to stop it. This caused what it is that Raja, the king, ran to the way to the Pakistan. So at the time, the Diwan, okay, Diwan of the Junagadh, Diwan of the Junagadh approached to the home to the India to take this Junagadh in their make the in their hand, make the Junagadh as a part of India. On the request of the Diwan of Junagadh, India sent its army to the way to the Junagadh. What was being sent? Indian army sent to the way to the Junagadh, and Junagadh was being taken in the hands of India, and peace was established in the way in the area called as a territory called as a Junagadh. Junagadh become the part of India. In this way, Junagadh came. In the same way, there is another territory called as a Hyderabad. Okay, here who was ruling? Nizam was ruling. Nizam of Hyderabad. Okay, right? This Nizam also do not wanted to be the part of the home part of the India, right? He wanted to be the part of the which one part of the Pakistan. The proposal was also given to the Nizam of Hyderabad to become the part of the Indian territory. But again here same thing, small difference what we have seen that the people who are living in the Hyderabad in that 80% of the people were Hindus. 80% of people were the Hindus. The Nizam do not wanted to be the part of the India, wanted to be the part of the Pakistan. People here also people revolted. So cause what it is that he appointed Razakaras. This is a military wing of the Nizam. The purpose of this military wing is what? Those all who raises their voice against the king, whether the children's, whether the elder ones, whether the women's, whoever it may be there, if anybody raises the words against the Nizam should be killed. Which caused what it is that many of the innocent people who wanted, whose wish was to join to the Indian territory, they were being killed mercilessly. Which caused what it is that now people decided to go strongly against whom? Against the Nizam. And the day came when the India sends its police action was being taken on the Hyderabad with the help of people of the Hyderabad. Nizam could not able to stand for a long period of a time. He too ran to the way to the Pakistan, and Hyderabad was being merged under the way under the India. In this way, Hyderabad also came and become the part of the vision, part of the India. Right now, out of 562, two more added. Now only one 561 become the part of India now. 562 now. The last one, it was related to Jammu and Kashmir. Jammu and Kashmir. As I said in the last session regarding the Jammu and Kashmir was not a part of India during the time of or when India got its independence. And this was newly state called as a new Pakistan was being created. Okay, and this is now India. Now this territory was been ruled by the Raja called as a Hari Singh was ruled. So Hari Singh was the king of the which one of the territory called as Jammu and Kashmir. Now here also one chores which was created regarding the Hari Singh was in a confusion that whether I should join to the home to the India or whether I should join to the home to the Pakistan, but he felt that he should remain independent because he is having this much of the big territory under his hand. Big territory under his hand. right? India was silent, but he was not silent. Pakistan, our enemy, he decided to capture the territorial area of the Jammu and Kashmir, right? Which caused what it is that with the help of the tribal encroachers, with the help of tribal encroachers, what he did, he decided to enter and to the Jammu and Kashmir, and he entered. During that time, national conference under the leadership of Sheikh Abdullah, even they too expressed that they wanted to be the part of the India. But the proposal which was being given by the Home Minister to the Jammu and Kashmir, Hari Singh took a delayed decision, and that too decision when the Pakistan entered into the where into the Jammu and Kashmir, and they started occupying the small villages. At this time, Hari Singh, what he did, he came to met to the home to the Indian Home Minister. He met with him. Instrument of accession was being signed. Agreement related to be the part of India. As soon as the agreement was being signed, as soon as Jammu and Kashmir become the part of the India, now here order from the Delhi regarding throw back the encroachers out of our territory. Indian force entered, but a small default by the Indian Prime Minister called as Jawaharlal Nehru, that this action or regarding this situation was reported in the UNO, which was established in the 1945, and UNO ordered about which one, about the ceasefire, in the sense stop of the war. Let have settlement of the these issues with the which one, with the talk, which caused what it is that now when ceasefire was been done, our army which reached up to here, they stood there itself, and result today caused what it is that where they remained, that area now it is called as a POK, and rest of the part is called as a India. India park over, they didn't move back, they remained there itself until today. This much of this one fourth of the area is under the hands of the home, under the hands of the Pakistan. Okay, right. Now, in this way, but how come as Hari Singh has agreed that to give his territory called as Jammu and Kashmir in the hands of the home, in the hands of the Indians, has made that Jammu and Kashmir become the part of which one, part of the India. Jammu and Kashmir became the part of India, and in this way, 562 princely states became the part of India. Now, no princely state. All these 562 state is equal to India. And today, how many we are having? We are having 28 states. We are having 28 states. Now, India is not scattered into small areas. Now many of the areas become the part of India. Now we can say that, as we have said in our first session, that India was not like as India what now, but now we can, after 562 merge of the states, okay, now we can say that India was like what India is now. This we can say now. But still here, but still here, once again, even after getting this much of big independence, do the encroachers from the Europe who came to this country called as India, who came to this country called as India, right? Who are those? British, the English, British, the English, the French, the Dutch, and the Portuguese. And among that, the Portuguese was first, the second was English, the third was Dutch, and the fourth one was the French. Do they were still were there in this country? Answer is yes. Among that, the Dutch, living the Dutch, still three were there, and one came outside soon after the independence, about whom we have studied. English came out. but still two more Europeans are there. One who is called as a Portuguese, one who is called as a French. What happened? In what way the French territory or the French gave us the territory? What happened with the Portuguese? About these all things, let us learn in our third session of the chapter called as India after Independence.